welcome back to another live stream about the arts and the things. I don't know, I started wondering if I should start like announcing what we're doing at the start of streams and stuff so that I can I don't know, it's gonna be like summarized and sorted in the stuff better. Okay, do I have my settings correct? It was on a public, on a everything. That's excellent. Hello, Kai. What's more ASMR than me leaving the room for a second to get my phone because I usually have that by me. You're saying it's still snowing? And whoa, hello, the mighty frog wizard. It has been a really long time. Oh my goodness. Would you like to, I don't know, draw some frogs, or is this that old news? Will it ever be old news? All right, 2 seconds. For real. For actual real. And close the door again. And hopefully I have water. But hello, what is new with you? Seriously. I feel like probably everything is new with me since you were last in here. Were you here for the hair jar and I don't know, the polycule arc and the it's absurd up in here. It's something. You're saying draw frogs buried in 17 inches of snow. Like from Avatar The Last Airbender, where a frog is frozen. I was just thinking about Avatar The Last Airbender, so basically you're telepathic. Alright. Okay. And Frog was just saying, oh, I might have to go in a bit, but just needs familiar comfort. Today has been bad. Oh my gosh. Does it help to talk about it or anything? Or is maybe drawing something ridiculous like or seeing someone draw something ridiculous for a second is that anything you missed a lot? It's been weird, but hey, there's familiar comforts around. Some drawing to do, I was like partway through a fan art from I pretty please I don't want to be a magical girl, so animation stuff is like happening and there. Okay. I talk about the hair in a jar as if it's like on par with the polycule arc, but it's just a physical jar that I physically have. Okay, set that back down. All of my artwork is coming off of my walls. That's not really related to anything. You have candy mint. All of my artwork is coming off of my walls. Kitty. This is normally up on the wall, taking up a good amount of space, but all of the sticky stuff that I used to put it up there wore out. And you're saying you don't mind talking about it. The drawings will probably make you feel better, but y'all know the Umaniki shipping community, and also, pretty please, I don't want to be a magical girl, mentioned. Okay, wait, did I like autocorrect into the wrong fandom? Wait, I don't have much contact with this, but I just started like without playing this game whatsoever. I just started downloading some of the like music for it because it looked like it was gonna be cool, awesome background music. All right, there's. And you're asking what are the contents of that jar? It's a hair jar of hair, my hair, human hair in the jar. And you're talking about haven't seen you in years, and then some pretty arts, and you're talking about not that old, not years old. Suspicious, highly suspicious. Okay, we have creative endeavors. I think I'm gonna go to like writing advice seminar thing on my community college later. Oh. And so, even though I haven't really been writing or even reading, and it feels weird to even think about getting back into it, I don't know, I look at original characters like Machine Gun Hands guy, and I think, huh, what's next in creativity? What's happening? Blah, 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 blah. Look at that weaponized man. Has a good pair of eyebrows. Pretty good eyebrows, honestly. Honestly. You know what? Yeah. Well. And you're saying you're gonna go eat, but you'll see if you can go back. Good luck with the live draw frog. Very well. The frog in 17 inches of snow. Not sure if Kai is still around here. Okay, wait. If I look up specifically, like maybe if I look up a reference image for this sounds so specific, but what do I get? Frog in snow? Frog in snow. There's some really good pictures. There are some truly, all of these are great. We got a Kermit one in here. Okay, one of these panels has to be just for Frog in the Snow. You're saying, since I knew you like eyebrows, a shame I do. Hilarious. You know what? Yeah, sure. I will be repulsed to like the other end of a magnet. Eyebrowless Voldemort shiny motherfucker walking around. No eyebrows. Like somebody who is, dare I say, blonde. Well, you gotta make your decisions in this life. Including shaving off your eyebrows. And Kai talking about me still here. Let's see what frogs we could do. Themed frogs. I don't know, there's I seriously didn't expect this many to come up. What you have for breakfast and lunch, by the way? I'm like brainstorming getting to know you questions, because the I don't know, the newest part of the polycule is super hard to get to know him. All right, you're talking about you still here, but okay, you say, but I said that to you. Ingrateful, ingrate. Oh my gosh. No, there's been a terrible misunderstanding, and now you're a shiny, slippery, eyebrowless, smooth individual. Oh my god. Okay, what are we looking at? What are we talking about? Sandwich. Oh. My mama put some kind of seasoning and turkey? Huh? In this sandwich? That's pretty great. I don't know what kind of seasoning that is, though. No idea what's going into my mouth right now. Oh. Okay. I am... Oh, and this was the canvas where there was already a frog in here. Oh my gosh. Several even. Dang. I wish I had remembered to zoom in. Well, the frog wizard was here. You're saying I'm eating a swan dish and don't share? I'm eating a what? Repeat that for me, please. I'm eating a what? Oh my god. Looks like my camera is still blurred out, but here, have a little bit of the bite. Food gloves so you know it's safe. Bonk. You could catch that one, right? Professionally, a swan dish. Oh my dear. Oh my god. Oh, these are alarming. And what else will we have? If I start playing, Baby No Money, will it upset the vibes? I have that there. I have that up there. But then it occurred to me, I do not know for what purposes people open the stream for exactly. Desktop audio. This, I don't know. I keep trying to incorporate some music, but I could literally never tell how well it's doing. You ate a few pixels of the sandwich. Thank you. That's very excellent. We are very sharing now. Okay. A frog under 17 inches of snow. Dude, I'm still having a weird piercing pain on this side of my head. I haven't really Googled what it is. Maybe I'm just stressed out, freaked out. I feel like there's not even really anything that should be stressing me out at this exact second. Okay. let's find the best picture of a snowy frog. 17 inches of snow. Oh, you're saying you can't hear it? Oh, the music's. You're saying not that I care, but how's the homework? Did you get very good grades? And congratulations. Ooh, yes. Not the most congratulations. I could be congratulated more. And also a weird thing happened where I turned in a totally different quiz that had no due date, completely impulsively because I think it was accidentally graded, which confused me. And anyway, now I'm down from 100% to 95% for no good reason, which I mean is not too scary. It's okay. Are we enjoying music? Are we enjoying some music? Is this like a soothing, sort of a sound for enjoying music? Okay. I always ask, because I can't, tell. Soothing. Alright, thank you for the feedback. Very soothing. What the hell was I talking about? But yeah, good grade on the homework, even if I'm unnecessarily down a couple of points for the entire class. God, I could have looked anything up. That was an open book quiz. Instead, I was like, let's do this one in 2 minutes. Don't know what this means. I was song cracked or something. Anyway, what we doing? A little bit of snow, a little bit of frog. Snow and the frog, and the snow and the frog, and the snow and the frog, and the snow and the frog. What's on your guys' mind today? I keep thinking about how to ask, like, getting to know you type questions. Where am I? The getting to know you type questions, because I guess I want to strategize and figure out how to get to know people. You're saying that you still haven't repaired the headphone and you're risking your life here trying to get what I'm saying. Well, I suppose that I don't go into these streams and talk just to not be heard. So I guess we could scooch it back down a little. I don't know. Okay, what else is happening? Whoa. Greg arrived. I believe so. Wow, how excellent. Dude, I think something's in my throat. A little disturbing. I've discovered... Okay, like, there's this one person I know who, like, is, like, pretty bad about talking about themselves, and it's a little bit strange because I want to get to know this person. Socializing, bonding. And, okay, something is actually in my throat. What kind of healing frequencies can I distribute? And River is here saying, oh no, I gotta sleep. Good night, jaundice. I had jaundice once upon a time, as a baby, as an infant, as a little child. You're saying you're eating a mint candy. It has a center of chocolate cream. Haven't reached it. But I'm just called jaundice now. Okay, good night. I'm going to have a normal sort of a night or something. I don't know. Okay. Healing frequencies, go. Or otherwise, plug your ears if you don't want to hear me seriously blowing my nose. Oh man. I think we're still going. Okay. I mean, I was pretty sure that I wasn't sick, or that I was, like, getting over having a slight little tiny itty bitty cold. But here we go. What the hell? The hell you mean you're being healed? HP restored 100%. I hope that's visible on yourself. I hope you glow like some kind of cat in sunbeams. Okay, I get the distinct feeling that I've just made all of any booger I was having a little more visible. I checked my visuals. How are we? Okay, well, my nostrils are not the same size anymore, but, okay. And SDX, whoa, has popped by to say, just putting out here, I make music on YouTube. Hey, alright, it's a pretty slow chat. Self-promotion is allowed. You can put some links. I don't know if you're in the Discord or if you can see the link to this magma, but, if you follow the link in the description, I guess it will allow you to share links. Oh. To whatever song that you are the most proud of. Okay. A full 16 minutes. Almost one for every inch of snow. Still no frog, my apologies. Got some basic shapes in here. There's a frog nose, a frog eyes. Another frog eye. And you're using FL Studio, Florida Studio. And Greg is talking to us about Toby Fox Toy Story 5. I couldn't believe that was a real tweet. What the hell is he about to do? What has he already done? It's not impossible. It's surely not impossible that Toby Fox is involved in Toy Story 5 in some way. But also, the hell is he doing in there? Did the creators of it just kind of notice that Sans is like a really popular toy or figure or something? Because that's my guess, Toy Story. They had like real toys in the first movie and stuff like that, so what are they doing? You're saying that FL Studio is an app on the Microsoft Store. How long did it take you to make things that you are satisfied with in terms of like music? Because sometimes I wonder how to do like orchestral arrangements or something, but also I don't have any music background and I don't know how to use FL Studio. So I'm like thinking to myself, does that take like 6 months? Does it suck the whole time due to learning something and then it's difficult? I don't know. These are the questions I have. You're saying Toby Fox should be involved in all media ever. That's pretty good. That's pretty good speculation. That's a pretty good sort of thing. Okay. And then the sides of the frog are shaped like this. And then like this. Okay, there's some real frog shapes happening. I think we can puff this out a little more. And then Kaya saying, the amazing digital circus drama I've been watching unfold over the app called Twitter, now called X, is kind of sad for story creators. Yeah, to be fair, it's, as you're saying, Williams, it's sad that anyone is there to begin with. Oh, good God, nerd burp. Hello, we're drawing a frog in the snow. Don't know if you can hear me, but I'm gonna label it Snow Frog. Snow Frog. But yeah, I got to see this like second hand through Reddit. This sort of Gooseworks just sort of having a pretty bad time with her own community, her own fandom. Something in my throat for real. And mean, it's strange. I knew that Gooseworks was like relatively involved and stuff, but I really thought, I don't know, I really thought Gooseworks was prepared to handle them like all of the idiots in the fandom and stuff like that, right? But I guess even if you're aware of how the internet works, sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is like look away. You're saying that that you're there for the golden days of Twitter and can't let it go. Dang. Born in it, molded by it. Born in it, molded by it. Oh. You're saying everybody has a fandom limit? And that the drama happened just because she told us that Jax and Pomni were the main characters, which we already knew. It's really wild to think about. Just like what gives somebody the audacity to wake up and tell the creator like of the show that you're watching that her interpretation, and it's not even an interpretation, her word on the characters is incorrect. Wackus bonkus. Oh. Oh. You want to make a new drawing page? Okay. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Hello, little character. Are you from something? Little ranger looking thing? And you're saying, did I get that with the $3? Just curious. Did I get the breakfast sandwich? Breakfast sandwich is slightly more than $3, but the banana, which I also have here, it was like, I think it was $1, something like that. And so that's well within budget. Hello to you, Scotty. What's going on with you today? What do you want to talk about? And SDX is saying, here's my most popular short of music, and also it is Dreamcore. Hey, let's see what's going on. I'm not sure if the link will get filtered, so although I love and prefer when people share a link, I will also click over here, go to the channel, see what's up. Saying that Foodle Spot with donation money, that's what Kia donations become. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're looking at a short, just in case the thingy gets filtered. Ooh, you have some pretty good, or at least very vibey images. You're saying, when will it end? And that's the name of the thing. Okay, I don't have headphones on, so I actually haven't been hearing any of this music that I've tried to put on. Oh. But let's do that. So music in FL Studio, is it difficult? Or did you just have fun doing it? What are your hopes for making music? Will you just make things that are inside your head and hope to get them, all the tunes, out of your head where they can be shared? My arrangement with the hair jar on my desk is a little precarious. Bunch of glass up in here for no reason. Okay. I didn't know the entire, how much of these have a toilet as the background. Anyway, let's observe the tunes, and let's find out how they are. And let's see what's going on. So you've been practicing with random things, you say. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Am I capable of hearing it? Might have to loop it. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I probably have too limited of a like point of reference and things for music, but it does remind me a little bit of the amalgamate songs from Undertale. That's hey. Nice. Alright, and then Scotty says, sorry, a dude eating a burger, sorry. There's no need to be sorry. There's a cool unsettling feeling in this. Scotty, who are you? And are you okay? Certainly more breakfast sandwich to be had. Oh. Quick question of personal preference. If your friend wants a burger, like, how often should you get your friend a burger? And oh, you've dropped a spoiler. Oh. Hello, Lodash. How are you today? And what do you have for dinner? My new question for getting to know people. What did you have for dinner? And what is going on exactly with, what do we see, what do we say? Toy Story 5 ending. This adventure was fun game. And then Susie Deltarune comes in. Did somebody say fun game? Whoa. And you're saying that your day was pretty good. Did nothing the whole day, which is kind of regrettable, but I've been good. I mean, every now and then, surely it's important to have a nothing day to decompress and stuff. And Williams is saying very complex chord progression and dissonant melody with a syncopate rhythm. Sounds random, that's what I mean. And you're saying gotta finish a poem that sprung onto me yesterday. Dang. That sounds awesome. Getting poems sprung on you. And SDX is making some new music right now. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Hey. I'll switch the tunes back on over. But this was neat. It's definitely sort of atmospheric, I would say. Okay. And then you're saying to look at the new drawing 3. Are you putting screenshots in here of a very peculiar little bird, a little black and white sort of a fellow, and a Baldicus baldifer? For dinner you had burger. Oh my goodness. Hey, I hope it was a good one. The most recent burger I've had was a chili burger. Do you get pickles on yours? I don't know. I like asking people irrelevant questions, even if I guess it's because I can ask more relevant questions, like how you feeling about death and your health lately or something like that. That's not more relevant. That's just heavy for no reason. But I don't know. Okay, there's got to be something between that and burger question. Burger question is the most fun though, right? You love pickles. They're one of the best parts of the burger. I would always request things with extra pickles when I was growing up. The one with the baldifier. What? Who's bald? Why your face so lumpy in the head and forehead? What is happening? The I would say the primary feature is not bald. You're saying the red one is you? Two of them seem to be red. This one has a red. This one also has a red. I guess this is the red one. It's apparently fur. Oh, I see. Some kind of bunny thing. Look it up on Google or something. Oh no, that's for things that I'm interested in. So what is going on here? And Lotus is saying you should start making that character of yours. She's gathered up like 40 images, and you're gonna use them for help with proportions. Oh, that's exciting stuff. That's exciting stuff. I'm feeling the creative vibes today, even if I'm mostly feeling sandwich and nose clog. Creative vibes. Somebody in here came to share the music that they're making. Oh. YouTube is censoring your normal messages? You're not just being a stink freak pervert? Alright then, I trust you on that. And you're saying, some smaller things are getting censored. Oh my. And Lotus is saying you've recently changed your clothing style to red flannels and specifically green wool jackets. Green wool jacket. Yeah. I imagine that's an excellent choice in most situations, especially in a northerly sort of place. And you're saying everyone draw Roblox avatars. Oh, it's been a while since I did one of those, honestly. Roblox avatar. Man, over here I was drawing this frog, but mostly chatting for 32 minutes. And then you're announcing that you're pansexual. I met someone in real life who is pansexual recently. That's awesome. Okay. And then you're talking about being comfy and then being proud of yourself. That's awesome. Alright. And we're getting other commentary, such as a pickle almost killed Greg once. I'm really never sure about the audio levels up in here. It's like basically the same. Ba 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 ba. Okay, well, I mean, hopefully that works. My nose is so clogged, it usually isn't. And River is calling me jaundice in the Discord, as it would seem. What are you doing? Why are you flexing? Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Okay. Close it out. And you're saying that you love the lumberjack attire, and you sent a comment to the magma, and that we're happy for you, being a pansexual. Just ignore this one. Oh, the message you sent was, I'm not a pervert, you're projecting. I've never eaten a pickle, not because I don't like them, but because nobody eats pickles in here. I don't know how they taste. Incomprehensible. But one day I will comprehend it. One day I will comprehend it. You're saying that pickles are inherently perverted. That's so offensive. What are you saying? And then you're gonna find out how to make... Oh, the name Nerd Burp. Well, maybe you could replace the E with like a 3? That's one thing. I'm drawing a frog. I'm locking in for a second to draw a frog. No other sounds are happening. My mouth is full, and I'm drawing a frog and I got a human hair on my banana. Ah. there's like some grayish flesh tones happening in this frog. I wonder how much detail I can get. I think it goes even grayer. Even grayer. Maybe even a little bit blue. I watched a video from Veritasium on the Ice King recently. I like it a lot. And you changed your username to Nerdburp. Whoa, okay. I'm surprised it wasn't taken. Hey, okay, nice. Whoa, you are fully and totally Nerdburp now. Very nice. Talking about banana, and SDX asking question of the day. What's your favorite drink and why? Well, for reliability, I do like some good clean water, but for special occasions, I like a milkshake and also a mango juice. And boy howdy, if you hand me a mango milkshake, that's a marriage proposal. So basically, I'm married to a lot of people. Okay, natural fruit juice, water because it keeps you alive. Okay, I thought I was gonna be feeling left out with the water or something, because I don't know if other people are like hydro homies such as me. That's kind of me, honestly. Hydro homies. Ba 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 ba. Natural fruit juice. You're married to yourself. Yeah, nerd burp. You know what? That's a great catchphrase to have. That's a great catchphrase to have. I approve of having a catchphrase. Brings out your personality. Makes you super distinctive and stuff. The Alright. Well, that's weird. Apparently somebody on the Veritasium video about the Ice King, the King of Ice, the historic King of Ice who brought ice to everybody. Apparently there's one person replying to a bunch of people's comments being like, okay, they were using ice to cool off, but maybe they should have just taken some medicine. And, I mean, if it was killing people, then the medicines they tried didn't work. Alright, talk about mango milkshake. Noted, I now know what to use to make you commit crimes. I said it would make me commit marriage. And so you're probably right to assume that whatever can induce that could also induce someone to commit a crime. There you go. And you're liking some bananas. And then your heart area is stinging. You're talking about Ice King mention. Rah! Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it was a historical figure and not just a Adventure Time. But, oh my gosh. I should really watch season 2 of Fiona and Cake sometime. Okay. I have no idea why my nose is so stuffy today. It wasn't before I sat down and started talking. This is messing with me. You said the Ice King was real. It was somebody called like Frederick Tudor. Frederick Tudor was the Ice King. Wow. Oh. You're asking if we want your song to be based on a piano? Well, you said you're trying out new things, right? Definitely try that out once. It's pretty cool. Well, all my food. Oh. Is opacity the right call, I wonder? Or is this more of a brown frog? Zoom all the way in because my stylus does not like small motions anymore. There's not a super clean transition between the colored areas. It's a very mottled frog. Very mottled frog indeed. Well, hello to you, Crystal Palm. We've got somebody who's making some music over here in the chat. Well, that sounds like it's constrained to the chat. It's in FL Studio, but we've gotten to witness some of it. Ba-ba-ba. And you're saying the Ice King was real and he started World War I. This was like around... I think he was alive for that. I think so. So it's tough to tell. Nerd Burp also has music. And then Classic Grand Bright is what the piano is called. And you're saying that you're late. You haven't missed much. Except I'm trying to put together a frog in the snow. And I've finished a food. A sandwich and a banana. And I'm also blowing my nose. And Scotty is announcing you have a crush. Hey. Hey. That's awesome. Is February the time for not only a Black History Month, but also a love. So, are you going to confess to your crush? I encourage you. I hope the nose blowing at an incredible rate is not discouraging, because I seriously gotta do what I gotta do. Good Lord. Why is this happening to me? You're saying you had a crush once? Whoa. And did you get crushed, in fact? I'm sorry, that is too personal a question, but as wordplay, it is the... Oh, and you're saying your crush confessed to you? Dude, if two people have a crush on each other, and they know it, sometimes that is called dating. Are you doing with that? You are dating? Excellent. Wow. Your HP so high. My HP so low. Coming right out the nose. And you talk about some encouragements for Scotty. Excellent. You got very crushed indeed. Broken bones and missing organs. Oh dear. Why is this happening to me? Like my entire middle of my head feels a little bit freaking chunky. Not into it. Not into it. Oh dear. Alright. And Scotty is saying she's cute though. I'm gonna give her a letter like she did. It's about me dreaming about her. You both... So you're just both confessing to each other? And then not going on a date? Or... I'm very action oriented, as you can see, when I try to conceive of things. But congratulations on having a crush, and a crush also likes you. It's an awesome feeling. Okay, you're glowing more than usual. This is truly a terrifying development. Ba-ba-ba. And Nerdburp is saying, you post the music and give it to Jaro to play for everyone? Oh dear. I suppose so. But if it hurts my ears, I will switch it. But I will try it out. Yeah, what's good? You can send things in the magma or anywhere, I think. Wow. What in the world is going on with my nose? some runner, some track star things. This is disturbing. I'm like breathing, and I like to breathe. You're saying everyone knows that the nose knows? You're saying 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, I guess I would prefer to get to know just one music at a time. So 1, I suppose. Ba-ba. What else am I looking at? Green and brown things. A very light brown color. And you meant which music? And then Scotty is saying that you don't want your friend to know you like each other. Does that mean secret dating or something? Why? What's your friend's problem? Because he's gonna tell everyone else? Is that bad? What? Surely if you're dating somebody, and then everyone else knows, you just tell them to mind their business. What? I mean, I guess it is important to have privacy sometimes. Okay. Here is a little bit more of this. What else have we got? There's totally like yellow or red undertones. Whoa. An even tinier frog atop of our frog. Now you're saying you're bisexual and they're gonna spread it in the 8th grade. Then your brother is gonna know, that's why. Oh, so it's a secret confession for possibly secret dating. Okay, well, hopefully if your crush cares about your safety and stuff, then they'll be okay with that. Just gotta find, I guess, all of the secret ways to show that you care. And then SDX is talking about, right now you got a piano and a flute, should you add drum, also bad timing, and you're bisexual too. Well, how wonderful. Everybody bisexual and pansexual up in here. How awesome. Alright, and Nerdburp sent the song on the Discord. Let's find out what that's like. Finding out what that is like. Personally don't think it's too loud. Let's totally find out. Oh dear. Ooh. Okay. Pause some tunes. Proper pausing. Oh. I thought you totally started all of this out by saying that you like had some music. You've actually made some music and put it together and stuff. That's pretty great. Okay. Yeah, what kind of music are we gonna see? You liking the frog, and what volume are you at? Okay, well let's see what's going on here. There's totally a voice sample in here. This is like for Friday Night Funkin'. Asking what volume I am at. We have like a 8 or 10. You're saying they are horror mods for Minecraft. Ooh, Dan made one. Turn it up. How much volume is it compared to the speaking voice? Now they are at about the same level. It is rocking out. Dude, you never told us you had the ability to totally rock out. we're totally rocking out. And then Scotty is saying that you made some relaxing music, but it's on your school iPad. Well, that's kind of dangerous. I say dangerous because if you make something creative, but it's on the school iPad, maybe they own it. It's important to own your own stuff. And you're saying that at least one part? Sure. Let's have this going in the background, I suppose. We're in the... Oh my goodness, 2 frogs. Pretty great. Pretty great. Oh my gosh, another frog. And you're saying that my voice is fighting to be hearable? Well, we've got some music appreciation time, honestly. Oh, why is the World Trade Center in your recommended videos? Did I tell you guys one time that awful music was a tag that YouTube recommended to me? Like, it thought I might specifically like that. It wrote that. It was a Parappa reference, but still. Saying it's easy to hear my voice? I hope so. I knew that YouTube Society was having a little bit of a technical difficulty. I don't know, I hope there's still some voice in here. My goodness, some kind of a red frog. What can happen here? Music was for fun, and you made it so you can learn how to make music, but you're the type of person that makes stories. It's really good with themes. Lesson that's pretty nice. You're making me wonder if I've heard about a time where there's a theme in a story that isn't specifically a lesson. Okay, it has to be from something I've watched, so that I know what it is. Suppose that gay people are a theme in Steven Universe. You suppose that, I guess there's transgender themes with Stevani up in Steven Universe. Yeah. And then that's more of a theme. And there are lessons associated with it, but some of them are just like telling the story, I would say. And Williams is saying it's the devil frog of good luck. You only have to give it your soul and the soul of your first 10 contacts. You'll have good luck for the rest of the day. Just the day. That's a raw deal. And you're talking about, or it's a message, and you're saying it's no more music, and it's like, neat, and you're saying you have too many gay characters, and you're asking how, did the other music get censored? I don't think so. I think I just have to click one at a time. Oh, it's not lo-fi. You didn't make it. Alright then. Wow, what's happening? What is happening with my nose? What's happening in this Discord? Let's give it this and be right back. Best of luck with your crush. How do we draw so good without a wireframe? Who's drawing? Which one? I try to have wireframes personally. Oh. This is true. How do I feel geriatric right now. How do I mark this as true? Yeah, there's a lot of good things. Yeah. That's fun. A little tiny, what's it called? Thing. Little yippee sound. Alright, what are we looking at? Low opacity layer before the outline. It's gonna confuse me because whether you're talking to me because I don't see a good drawing that I have done. Saying this thing with the measuring out the parts of the face. That's a wireframe. Oh! I mean, I definitely practiced that for faces a couple of times. But, I feel like I got mostly a sense for where it is. I don't know, I still do it. I still do it sometimes. We participating in giving a face. Do I have face ideas? I captured something that I wanted to draw a little bit recently. Oh. Okay. Not that recently. Okay, I've been mildly obsessed or thinking about Alyssa Liu. And Nerdbird requesting the last music, and Crystal Palms saying the trailer for the Backrooms movie is releasing tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I got excited for a moment there, being like, oh, can I view it now? I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. It's talking about the sketch. So you hope the Backrooms movie has backroom scenes. The thing you like most about the Backrooms are the Backrooms. Ah! This one I can turn up in my ear a little. Alyssa Liu. Ooh. There's some awesome, what's it called? Awesome hair things from this Olympians sketch. I confused myself because the frog at least doesn't look good yet, and then this one definitely had some of that going on when I was drawing it. You know, mixing myself up here. And you're saying, what is the thing you're using and does it cost money? Oh, there's a link to this drawing program in the description. People can draw on it using their phone or anything, but I have a drawing tablet, which did cost money. Okay, what are we putting here? Ooh! Very fun. Is there a better brush I can use for this? I have really liked watching Olympian figure skater Alyssa Liu. And because she seems to exude joy, you know? I feel like that's capturing everybody's hearts and stuff. I have opacity on this. That's not what I want. Oh, does that mean I want to be up a little higher? We'll do it. Up. Up we go. The face and everything. You're using magma on your fridge. You know, what do they really expect the Samsung smart fridge to do? At this rate, people would probably... The smartest thing that people want from their fridge, I think, is maybe the glass that can turn totally clear or frosted, like depending on the setting. That way you could browse the fridge without opening it. That would be cool. I don't know if that would save on electricity whatsoever. It seems wise though, right? Okay. And that has been a tour of some tunes, tour of some musics. You're using magma on your pregnancy test. Is that positive, negative, or frog? Okay, let's make some better shapes. Goes like that. I really like this Olympian. What you doing? You say you only want your fridge to cool things and freeze too. Why does it need to connect to the Wi-Fi? Does it need to download the ice? And for real, these days you have to worry about ice downloading you, and so that's something you gotta watch out for, I think. Is it piezoelectric glass or something like that? When it changes colors? Such gender swappy intentions for this stream, since that was the last art thing requested of me on the last one. And you're saying you wanna play Friday Night Funky, you really want to play it. Who wants to play it with you? Don't think you split that correctly. Possibly not. I have not played that before. Is it actually free? That would kind of make sense if it were free. Alright, there we go. A little bit in the middle of all of this. Alyssa the Olympian. This brings me joy. My head's tilted all the way down away from the camera, but it brings me joy to draw it. Well, and Heckpie chimes in simply to say, "Good night, fellas. Have I caught you at the beginning and end of the day or something like that? Good night to you. Hope you're resting well and not too stressed about your homeworks." And you're saying Friday Night Funky is free. Oh, you want to watch it? Alright, that's cool. And Crystal Palm is saying, "You're back. You've made the sketch dummy have farm girl hair." Oh yeah. Ah, it's the Olympian Alicia Liu hair. Okay, we'll go like this. Because I actually got enamored by her whole athlete story or something like that. There's fun stuff up in here. And Headquest saying I did actually catch you at the beginning and end of the day. Funny indeed. My gosh. Okay, what we got here? Does it go actually? No, it's just broken up. Oh yeah. My new question for people is, what did you have for dinner? What did you have for dinner, Head Pie? Hope it was something good. I hope you're staying fed and nutritioned over there. And Williams is telling us your fridge is actually a dumb one, no Wi-Fi. But you see how rich people live. Fancy state-of-the-art tech. Piezoelectric whatever. A toilet that thanks you and congratulates you. It's not too difficult to get a fancier toilet, honestly. You can just attach a sprayer for your booty hole, and then you're gonna live like a king, basically. And Nerdburp is telling us you're playing Friday Night Funky on the Discord and playing it if anyone wants to watch, but it's also modded and you have a dumb fridge as well. You're saying the animator took a time from animating to feature. Animating feature film to greet you peasants. Oh my goodness, indeed. Okay, a little bit of the eyebrows. Have you ever, wanted to socialize with someone but worried that you're bugging them too much? This is a worry that I have. But, I mean, the ideal is that if you're both into it, then there's no problem, but that's not how it goes sometimes. You're saying, what if I install the sprayer in your underwear instead? Oh, well, personally, I think it's really magnificent to dry off afterwards, but if you would like to stay damp and just really sop yourself around, that's totally a choice that you can make. You're saying the message is missing an M and an S. Oh dear. Every single day. And oh, every single day about the socializing thing. Damn. That makes me think that maybe it's not getting any better. I don't know. Eyebrows. And a lot thinner on the edge. And a little more jagged on this edge. I don't know, it looked better before. Thus makes my standards for the eyebrows. And you're saying, does online socialization count? I think it has to. I don't know, I'm reflecting on the sort of community college experience that I am having but also want to have. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna be open to making friends and try it, but I don't think I'm gonna put myself out there too much. I think that online socialization has to count, because also getting to know people, and then due to schedules or whatever, we see each other the most online anyway. And then what did I even meet you in person for? This is nuts. Alright, so Nerdverb saying, does anyone want to watch you play Friday Night Funky? You'll like it, it's fun. And then you're gonna talk to yourself a little bit on that. Well, I mean, personally, I announce what I'm doing, and then I also do it. But I don't know, maybe this stream will end in 20 minutes or something, and then I can have it on in the background or something. Okay, what else am I doing? A little bit of mouth. Is it too bright and colorful for a mouth, I wonder? We can have some dark colors happening. Oh dear. I always hear that eyeliner and the other eye in general are difficult to get in art. It's not too bad though. Okay, a little bit like this. A little bit like this, very smiley. Made the eyes a bit different sizes without meaning to. But I like the size of the one. And Williams is saying people don't feel bothered usually. Mature people will tell you when they don't have time, so it shouldn't be a worry. It is a worry anyway, though. That's part of my problem then. I've met somebody who doesn't tell me when they don't have time. And so, and I'm left to like guess and stuff. If they would just tell me when they do have time, that would be marvelous. Keep ending up in some kind of Schrodinger's, having time, not having time sort of a thing. Okay. Do noses look like that? I guess it depends. You gonna do something artisanal over here? Woohoo! How very lovely. Oh, that's another thing that has to happen with eyebrows. They go up from the eyes when you are happy. There you go. Far up from the eyes. Lots of happiness. Everything uneven in this life. Yow! You see that for a second? This is somebody summoning some lesbians. I've seen an evil and intimidating horse. The evil and intimidating horse meme. It has made me laugh a couple of times, but I saw a community where it got overused. I got very tired of it. Oh my god, the horse. Blowing my nose. What is this horse up to? How frightening. Horse jump scare. To be sure. Are we putting together? Is it gonna be a centaur? I'm down with it. A centaur. And Williams is saying, the person you want to talk to, it's been years. We didn't end in the best terms. I feel like I'm going to bother or annoy the person by saying hi. How do people socialize? See, this is maddening. How do we even begin to figure this out? None of it makes any sense. But I guess for people where it's been years, I mean, at that point I would send something out and kind of hope for a response, but really not expect one. I've definitely done that with somebody. You're saying it's rough? Yeah. I don't think it gets any less rough. Oh dear lord. Okay, this one's crazy. I'm about to mute myself for this next one. Am I in? Why does this happen? Man, you're talking about a contribution to the frog family. Most excellent. That looked like it was coming along pretty great. And you're saying that's what character AI is for. Did you also go through a phase of involuntarily getting addicted to character AI for maybe a month or more? I had that. That was absolutely bonkers. You're saying to lower the music volume a bit by like half? Okay then. If you say so. Okay, by the look of it, it looks like it's going up to half as loud as it was before. How about it? How about it? Man, it would really suck. It'd be a damn challenge to be a centaur who had no arms. I never think about that. You're asking how do we erase? There's a tool on the side. Or if you had a drawing tablet, sometimes the other end of the stylus does erasing. Dear Lord. You're asking a horse? A centaur with no arms? No! I think really distinctively, really importantly. There's still a human head when a centaur has no arms. So I don't know what kind of horses that you are seeing, but they don't have a human head or even a human torso. This is quite frankly absurd. Let's add some teeth. You're saying it's just a horse plus. You're talking about this concept of a centaur with no human arms, as if it's very ordinary, and maybe you've even seen one before. I'm gonna kindly ask you to shut up. Shut up, this is terrible. A horse? This isn't ordinary. No, calling this a horse. I know the horrors of a horse, and this truly isn't it. What else? Dude, trying to find a tooth color. I have the option to go to a protest tomorrow, but I have something that's like already booked for like part of the time. So I wonder if it will be welcome if I show up like towards the end with pizza. I mean, I guess I should just ask people if I can show up towards the end with pizza. You're saying I haven't seen one? You're asking if I haven't seen a horse that is a centaur, but with no human arms. This is terrible. How can you say these things? And Scotty is talking about you being back, and you're asking what should you draw? Ooh, draw your own custom frog. Pick a job, a really great job to have. Give it to the frog. Draw the frog like that. What are we doing? I don't know about everyone else, but I really hope that the tunes ended up at an okay level. And you're saying the title of the stream is Gendershuffle? That's not gender Ben. That's getting a random gender. Shuffle my gender, Jaro. Assign me a random one. Oh, like machine generated for true randomness. I think I could come up with a really random one. Uh, um. Yeah, maybe a yawn. I was about to say something like, um, cisgender demigirl. You know, that sort of particular combination. But the yawn got in there first, I guess. So that's true randomness. Now that's what you've got. You're asking if you're boring. Like, should I tell people when a question is irritating to me, or should I just be like chill and stuff and brush it off? You're asking why the silence don't scare you. Very well. No more scaring. Just a little bit more of healing frequencies, because how do I have this much of a mucus in me? I have to do something of a I have to drink some very warm tea or something. I have to drink some very warm tea, because what is all of this doing in here? This is simply absurd. Oh my god. Truly tragic and devastating amounts of of a mucus in here. Wow. What did I do? What did I do? Absolutely digging in the nose. Wow. As always, I cannot overstate, or am I looking for the word understate? Well, I want to appropriately state. Oh, hello, Pumbafo. I want to appropriately state, that I'm very grateful to have you in the stream. Completely unironically. Don't know what I would do. At this point, should you decide to part ways, the shape of the stream shall be changed forever. You're saying it was a rhetoric joke question related to the yawn. Why are you getting irritated? I know. I just have to deal better. And you're on Discord. Please join because you're playing Friday Night Funky. Hello to you, Bumbafo, though. I guess, okay, I have to keep track of whether this is a consistent pattern. But I think when somebody, like, even as a joke, if it seems like somebody is, I don't know, making me responsible for their self-expression, or like interpreting my self-expression in some kind of hurtful way. That last bit really nails it more. Oh. I'm trying to think of a time when I have liked a joke like that. I guess when it's not realistic. When it doesn't even have a chance of being realistic. And then SDX is saying, look at the one next to what you are working on. Let's tour this canvas. What's... Oh, wow! Hello! Oh, another little face up in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And Pumafo is telling us, today I fought the urge to buy a Whopper on the way home from school and ate a can of tuna instead. W health. Yeah. Yeah. My first thought for that is like the budgetary reasons, eating the foods at home. Damn it though, a can of tuna. Oh, do you have a spice cabinet at least? Just a singular can of tuna. Are we suffering up in here? This is a pretty cool eyeball. What wait, what was the goal with the eyeball? This is looking pretty cool. And Williams is saying that you'll be here until the last stream. Can of tuna, lunch of the gods. Again, sorry to get weird and serious on ya. I don't know. I've been like, I don't think it's come across too much, in the streams for these past 6 months. I've been like madder than I've ever been before at various people. Not you, but what the hell? Ah. And anyway, since it's such a new sensation to me, I keep trying to figure out how to properly manage it, you know? How to manage in emotions. You threw a dash of Cholula on it. There you go. Now it's a proper meal. You're saying that this is a work in progress? I see. Sort of a limbed creature. And you got eyebrows on them lips. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, okay. I mean, we're here for the eyebrow brigade. Unabashedly. Completely. And William's saying, get as weird as serious as you want. Don't mind the seriousness. I can be serious sometimes. I guess it sort of bugs me that I don't know. I don't always know what I want the end result of it to be when I have the urge to discuss something that is weird and serious. Okay, here's a little bit more of this figure skater. Favorite Olympian, all of that. But we can bust out the reference image indeed. Ooh. And is that almost even for eyeballs? I think so. very nearly almost even. When I draw smiles, do they turn out dead-eyed frequently? You're saying you think you broke drawing, Greg? Wait, where are we with that? Where are we with that? How very amusing in all of this. Alright, and Pumbafo is telling us you have to pass the fitness exam into the academy, and you are physically active, but bent out of shape, so you have to give or take a year to train. Oh wait, you have give or take a year to train. Well, excellent. So big emphasis on fighting food urges. Dear, oh my goodness. Fitness exam, huh? So you can't enter with any amount of rotundity. That's the thing though, feels amazing usually. Usually feels amazing to be slightly rotund, but I wish you luck. Wow, a can of tuna. And Crystal Palm had been telling us, there's, on the side there's a lasso with a dot in it. That's what that brush was drawing, Greg. Oh my, most excellent. You can be a big boy, but you better be a fit big boy. Building the muscle and stuff. I do sometimes wonder about building muscle. Things like that. I'm very weak right now. Is that anything? Or does this simply look a little garish the more detail I add? If you add too much detail to a smile, it can look really, really pained. Well, I mean, it's looking pretty good, I guess. Good enough that I will go around. Leave it alone. What's happening here? There's a very lovely frog family around here. And Williams is saying, we have an athlete here, and I can't walk a mile. It's a lot to do. Just think the amount of steps that it takes. Would you do my strategy for walking a mile? My strategy for walking a mile is that you go and have barbecue at the end of it. And then you don't take a car, so the barbecue is really halfway in between it, and then you have to carry the whole thing home too. That's my main workout strategy. Unfortunately, the barbecue in my area is so flippin' fantastic that there's no way that you can lose weight like that, but it does make you more active. Are these some ghosts? Ghost frogs. And you're saying that you're 360 pounds but 6 foot tall and a former delivery driver, so you're eating not gaining weight because of all of the activity, huh? And then you quit the job, and then the pounds pile on. It's a really extreme adjustment going the other way for sure. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes when I was trying to lose a weight and things, I was so mad that I'm not taller, so that I can't like eat more. My maintenance amount calorically is like 1,600 or maybe 1,500 just to stay the way I am sedentarily. And SDX giving us a gotta go. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for drawing with us. Thank you for the company. You're talking about eating barbecue at home. It will be easy then, thanks. No, the walking part won't be easy. The walking part of it won't be easy. The barbecue makes the walking easier. Come on, hear me. Listen when I say the barbecue makes the walking easier. What else have we got? A little bit of the lines. frog's eye. Then we get more yellowish greenish again with this frog's eye. Nice. I'm absolutely locking in today. And you're asking if you've got any nice parks or trails. Well, it's really tough to go walking without nice parks or trails, or even a barbecue. Oh, dude, the horrible gum that I've been using to stick stuff onto my wall because that's what it's for, the gum that sticks things on your wall, started getting tangled in my headphones cord. The gum that sticks things on your wall. Yeah, I guess it wore off after like 2 or 3 years. And so all of this artwork, that's why I had to get out of bed this morning. Not because it was time to stream or anything, but because stuff was falling off my walls. Parks and trails. I can barely walk the neighborhood because some places don't have sidewalk. They just kind of put me in the dirt. And you're saying, you went walking a few times, and then you got a horrible leg pain less than a mile into it. That's tough bananas. That means you gotta walk less than a mile as often as you can. What if you lose all of the strength you have left? Very concerning. I hope the best for you. Okay, what else have we got? Opacity. Let's get some more opacity. And then some bits of it can be shining whitely. This is good music for a frog. Ooh. And you're talking about you drew your frog, and it's on your channel? Oh my goodness. We're moving very fast, aren't we? Moving very fast. Let's see the frog on your channel. A chill sort of a vibe. What have we got? Man, I really want some mango juice now. Thinking about it. Oh, that's great. You got a pronoun, that's it. Ba-ba-ba. Am I seeing a frog? Am I seeing a frog? We're seeing a frog. Oh yeah, that's the frog. Seeing a frog, and the frog has a jump, and the frog has a tail, and I'm loving the frog. That's pretty great. I'll share it on the Discord. Unless if I click share, does it show all of my personal information ever? I don't think it does, but let's zoom all the way into my face again, just in case. Clicking share. It shows off all of my personal information ever. And you were saying start small, don't do a mile right away, baby steps. Yeah, just like however much you can do in 10 minutes. Wow, that's great. It does not show all of my personal information ever. It just gives all of the options to share it. We're talking about some screenshots. You can't be screenshotting when I'm here with not just a 4-head, but a 5-head. Not just a 4-head, but a 5-head. Ah! Okay, what size was I at before? Like this? Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's go on and share that sort of an art thing. Oh, that's great. There's, that's great. Drawn Greg is over there. Wow. Is something seriously still in my throat? Ugh. What a disturbing experience. I'm muting it again. hell is happening to make me so congested? I seriously didn't think I was having like that much of a sickness. I wasn't even gonna call myself contagious or anything. Ugh, disturbing. And hello to Mr. Deadpool, who is saying hello beautiful, but if you're in character for Deadpool, you might be saying that to yourself. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a lovely day. We're having extremely artistic, dare we say artastic, creative sort of pursuits happening up in this magma and other discussions today. And you're asking if I'm still sick, do I have any dietary restrictions? Do you eat meat? I mean, I have eaten some meat. Oh, and then I was going to try properly cooking something for the first time. I can cook eggs, I can cook grilled cheese sandwich, but today or tomorrow I'm going to marinate some pork and then make a proper Vietnamese sandwich. But yeah, I don't really have any dietary restrictions. I'm apparently slightly allergic to egg whites, but I still eat them nonstop. And Scotty is saying you're gonna draw a little bit in your notebook while watching the whole stream, or just while watching the stream. And Williams is saying you found the name. This is most likely what makes me fall, feel the pain. Chronic exertional compartment syndrome. Oh my! You're saying I should eat some, huh? See, that's very exciting. I'm being encouraged by my unemployed little brother to spend less money though. And so it's my mission to try to cook things at home now. Oh my goodness, something's happening on top of this frog. Very excited. Hope it'll be permanent. Collaborate, collaborate. Oh, it would help for a warm hot soup though, huh? To clear out the sinuses. True. Like this whole sickness this past week, it hasn't even felt like I'm sick. It hasn't even like tasted regular the way that sickness usually does. And so, I don't know, it's been very strange. And SDX is saying that you have to do homework. Well, what subject is it? Good luck to you. And let's say chronic, exertional compartment syndrome, a reversible exercise-induced condition causing painful muscle pressure, primarily in the lower legs of young athletes. Oh my god, you're a young athlete. Oh my god. Well, I hope you will be okay. There's muscle swelling, increases pressure within a tight fascia compartment during activity, leading to pain, numbness, swelling, and sometimes muscle weakness or foot drop. And you're saying, how does sickness taste like? I don't know, but I don't know the best words for it, because I mean, what I would usually say is just that it tastes like sickness, you know? That is what it tastes like. So I guess normally when I have a sore throat, it forms like ridges on the very back of my throat, and I can feel it when I push my tongue back there. This last sickness wasn't anywhere near that that area or anything like that. It wasn't remotely near it. It felt like it was in the middle of the mouth, even though my throat was still a little bit sore. And so, I don't know, it felt way less severe than usual. And you're saying at least you're good at your homework, math. Oh, that's kind of a blessing in life, I suppose. Keep being good at math. I encourage you. So many people are unnecessarily afraid of math, and they make it even harder for themselves than it has to be. Okay, let's put a little bit more of this. I feel like I'm not particularly good at math, but I try not to make myself afraid of it on purpose, you know? And so I can't really study it with my mama or ask my mama for help with math specifically or anything like that, because she always comes at it with the approach of being very afraid of it and scared of it, and thinking that things are tedious and difficult. And that's fine, I suppose, but the wording doesn't work for me. I'm a sensitive little soul, I suppose. I have to come at math from the perspective of just sort of taking long enough to explain it because I need a little bit extra time. There goes the eyeball. Fun times. And there's Scotty, who had said, I'm gonna draw a ship of my character named Scott with my friend because my friend loves him so much he gets kind of jealous when I talk about Scott's wife. Ooh my, the drama, the drama. And then you're saying, what? How can your tongue? Anyway, get well. I didn't pay your health insurance this month. That's fair. I've had some health insurance for a couple of months. I haven't really used it though. Maybe this week. Maybe this week. You're talking about your cat won't leave you alone? That's a good problem to have, in my opinion. It's a very good problem to have. Alright, here's some frog things happening. And I think next I'm going to shine the color of the sky on it just a little bit in some very opaque forms. Ooh. One layer to really drive it home. Can't tell if that's doing what I want it to do. Not exactly. And then Williams was saying, unless you're an engineer, you'll never need the complex math. But, I honestly got so weak and atrophied with math that even the beginner programming class was a little bit tough for me. So I really do hope to catch up in things. That's what I'm gonna be working on. I need to make a plan for that. Well, I guess I'm just glad that I have the mindset that I can do it eventually. Let's put some bright white shining up on this frog. And you're saying you have to do multiplication and division. Sounds about right. And soon, if you keep your skills sharp and stuff, you could make your own video game or something. Or what are the primary applications of coding for a lay person? Okay, so this frog is now glimmering with some light. Are we in the water? I appreciate it greatly. Please keep all of the changes very permanent. And you're saying last night your cat fell off your curtains, but she's fine. And you're saying programming doesn't even require that much math. Yeah, so you see how dire this is. It's pretty darn dire. It's pretty concerning. I mean, I know the concepts that were going on in that class that I quit, but also they're not intuitive, right? They're not automatic, and the fact is that they really should be. Okay, what else am I putting? Couple of dots and blots, couple of grayish things. Is this the amount of opacity That creates a frog skin, I wonder. That's too blue. Here we go. This looks much more like the photo. And Scotty is telling us you have to go to the eye doctor on Wednesday, you think. Ooh. How do you think your vision is? Do you think you have 20/20 vision or something? Frog proxy? A froxy? What are we doing there? They're saying, wait a second, is that an ad? You bragged to me that you don't have magma ads. Is because you're hiding it? It came back, what can I say? This website, it recently got around the ad blockers. Even the strongest ad blocker that I know of, it's gotten around it. But, wow, yes, it's true. There's a magma ad now. And I am hiding it these days because I stand by my principle that if there's ever an advertisement, I'm gonna cry and throw up and shoot myself. And that's simply intolerable. I'll never ever see an advertisement on the internet if I don't want to. That's my solemn hope. That's my solemn promise. Hot soup. Maybe that will fix me. Some hot soup. And SDX is telling us you think someone in your class likes you. Ooh, now that's exciting. I hope it's true. I mean, if you want it to be true, that is. Is this the scorpion and the frog from the scorpion and the frog mythos? How remarkable. And Scotty says, your vision's like 20/20, but they didn't check your back eyes. They didn't check your back eyes? The second pair of eyes that you have on your back? Because you got jumped and because you said you don't care to one of the girlfriends, which is bullies. You had internal bruises, and you were sick, but you're fine now. You didn't check the black eye? Is what you might say a bruised up sort of an eyeball? Well, that sounds pretty traumatic. That sounds pretty tough. Wow. Literally, I had no idea I was this sick before I came on here. I felt so normal this morning. Oh my goodness. There's a Freb and a frog and several things. How very exciting around here. A very frog family. with some serious eyebrows floating right up above your head. Now this is frogging time. And you're saying you have many eyes, more than one, and they work in a non-optimal way. That seems likely for having more than one eyes. You're saying behind the eyes, you had internal bruises all over your body, especially your jaw, because the girl stomped on your face. But that's a really horrible situation to be in. Are you far away from this girl now, I hope? I hope you're very far away from the girl who will stomp on your face. Doo-doo. Wow. What else have I got here? I think I wanted to draw a little bit of the snow, but I'm not sure. not sure if I am confident in drawing the snow. It's from BBC Planet Earth. I don't really like sharing my reference pictures for my art when it specifically shows how far off from the reference that I am. But this is a pretty great frog, so I'll share that in the Discord. And hello to Aisha Love. Hello, how are you? What's going on today? And we're asking if Scotty was in a death battle. You're fine, and at least she's away from you. And you're saying Cupid Shuffle versus Gendershuffle. Who will win? Oh my gosh. I mean, the stream's like almost over in like 2.5 minutes, and I haven't shuffled a gender whatsoever. So I guess it will have to win on yet another day, because we've started shuffling a bunch of frogs around, which is still pretty great, still pretty worthwhile. But it certainly isn't the shuffle that I thought we would be in. But yeah, you know, I want to be on Team Gendershuffle. But oh my God, Cupid Shuffle got hands. All right, and there's. Can you draw a Pumbaa? But he is Benicio del Toro in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. Del Toro, you say? You say? Oh my gosh, what is happening with my nose? I would think that I would figure it out by now. Let's do that. Benicio del Toro. But like Fear and Loathing in the Las Vegas. Wow. And it's like Pumbaa Disney? Disney Pumbaa? Is this fellow your profile picture? I know I've probably asked that before, but here I go having the memory of a nothing. You're saying I shuffled your gender, now you're yawned. Well, you gotta admit, it's a pretty powerful gender. Contagious, as it were. Alright, I guess something can visit the frogs up in here. Visiting the frogs. Just a couple minutes left on stream. Where will I be? Alright, that's confirmed for what this can be. Do I have opacity on? There we go, that was messing with me. How can I make it a mashup of Pumbaa from The Lion King, I wonder? I really am drawing some shapes up in here. Every day I have the opportunity to draw some shapes. Every day. There is no legal regulation to stop me necessarily. I'm drawing exactly from a screenshot that's the first thing on the Google Images. You're saying when's the next stream? Certainly at least Friday, unless something stops me or injures me. And Aisha Love is freaking out about something. What's happening, Aisha Love? We have this. A lot of eyebrows are happening on this biblically accurate YouTube user. Drawing happening next to us. And we're gonna fill this up. And then we have some hair blowing in the wind. Is it perfectly black? I don't think so. It's rather brown. And you cannot forget the excellent shades. I only have a little bit of a quick sketch since it is my intention to end this stream. A quick and messy sketch indeed. More accurate version of this. This is... It feels iconic like Klimpaloon from... What do you call it? Iconic like Klimpaloon, Phineas and Ferb. Alright, what can I look up as Pumbaa, but specifically from The Lion King? It's the movie character. Dude, I'm totally craving mushrooms and then a chocolate cupcake. That's crazy. Why is this happening to me? Alright, is this shape? Yeah, this could be interesting to come back to or something like that. But in terms of quick sketches, quick scribbles, not on the pro level. This is what I got right now. There's more forehead on Benicio del Toro. And this side of the hair is very fluffy. What else have we got? The red shirt is the primary thing going on here. You're saying you love it, it's going on your fridge and in your mouth. Look, Neil, that's making me want to do better on it, but I don't have that kind of time just yet. I mean, I can come back to this drawing, but that makes me want to do better on it, dang it. Okay, what have we got? Some of this, little of this, and the proportions are major. Okay, a little bit of this off to the side. For a second, I thought there was a Jade Harley appearing at the bottom of the screen right now, but I think that is, it's something very different, and probably not a Homestuck. Okay, what we looking at? Like what? Now you need something to draw? Give me a challenge, guys. Pressure Pen has returned and I'm hyped. Wait, did the thing that you were hyped about get censored? Did your thing that you were hyped about get censored? Well, we've got sort of a frog theme going on. So if you could draw a frog-themed magical girl, that would be the most amazing thing that could ever happen. Don't know if that's too involved, but that's the idea that I've got right here. Okay, what other things have I got? Add a little of the shading, I guess. You gotta really outline the man boobie like a fine eyeliner. You gotta put the details into it until that man boobie comes out perfect. Ba-da-ba. You're saying, I know now this is your favorite Breaking Bad character. Draw me very drawable. If I click on this, where will I go? Where will I go? Go to the website. It's a pretty good eyebrow, I will say. I want to say approximately 2/3 of that amount of eyebrow is the amount of eyebrow that I'm eyeballing, that I'm going for, that I'm interested in. There we go, though. Oh my god, I keep clicking back onto this image. Maybe I need to, maybe I should close out of this whole thing. Oh my god. Okay, closed out. And, oh, words. Words 7893. Hello, what's new with you today? What would you like to talk about? We've been drawing some frogs, honestly. And you're saying you're on it, but you need a reference. I'm also calling you Williams is somehow more cursed than calling you something. Oh my. And you're asking if I completed my assignment on time. And you're saying that's a lot of eyebrow. Release the draw files. Wait, what? What kind of files? What does those expect to be? But yes, I did complete the assignment on time with 13 minutes left in the whole thing. 13 minutes left before the deadline. And you're saying, was that just a thirst trap of the dad from the world of Gumball? And you know, the way the show works, that was canon and it happened at one point. And Nerdburb came back in saying, it's a me, Mario. Hello. Hello, it's a you, Mario. Ba-ba-da-ba. We get some tusks. Some tusks. And then it will almost be complete. Or at least complete in whatever the hell I can do in a single sitting. And by a single sitting, I mean a sitting that's almost over. One little tooth is up here. Oh my god. What in the world happened to my stylus that it cannot make small motions anymore? Does that look like a tooth? Or does it just look like something's going terribly wrong? I mean, I know the hand looks like it's going terribly wrong. Hello in the chat, serial designation X. I could have sworn that you were someone over in the YouTube chat as well, but I didn't keep track of it. And I should love saying in my quest for drawing requests, I did in fact forget that my pen was dead 2 minutes ago. Oh dear. Well, it was a valiant effort. I hope that the frog-themed magical girl might stick in your head, or perhaps the YouTube user Okay, so here's some kind of combination. Maybe I should get rid of some of the details. Maybe I should get rid of the entire hand because this seems bizarre and foul. One hand. Other thing happening with the hand. And then... yeah, something's glitchy with my stylus. Not exactly dead. Sure. I cannot culturally appropriate that, but... something up. Something the matter. Oh. And pump the phone with the $2 and thanks for the try. Hey, thanks for a random $2 that... Is this why I ask if the eating the can of tuna versus the burger, if it was like a save on your monies kind of a thing? Because I see people doing things with the money and then I am concerned. Well, thank you. There's Williams saying, please call me Safety. Williams is the name of my mailman. Could get confusing. You're saying you're in both. Commissions are $5 US, not 2. I mean, there's no level of polish on it. We're just kind of scribbling. And you're talking about they may believe you? That's all a Cat Williams. Take it or leave it. And we're also just totally scribbling. Don't be deaf about the dollars. This is gonna make me I don't know, make some more short YouTube videos or some kind of proper YouTube video, because what YouTube does is they hold whatever you earned a little bit hostage until you reach a certain threshold. Okay, what we have, a little bit of this. So therefore I would want to make a little video to make up for it. Okay, what else have we got? A little hand. It's making me lag. It's making me lag up in here. One hand, other hand. What did I do to deserve all of the lag? Simply absurd. Alright, some very wiggly fingers up in here. That's what I've got to distribute. You're gonna wanna view this beautiful creation and immediately take it to the hospital for that hand. And you're saying don't talk about the dollars, and you were saying you can get the rest later. Wasn't there? I think that there was also a different instance of a $2 for some reason. It does add up into the commission price. Okay, you're saying Jaro will get famous and all of the streams will have 200 people interacting at the same time. How intimidating. We're not just going to Vamoose, we're going to famous. Alright. What am I looking at? Little patterns on this shirt. Kind of leafy. Can I do any of the right textures actually? Ooh, is this what we want to use like a leaf for? Ooh. There's some truly excellent textures in here. And you're saying we've technically given it $5, you gave 3, and then there was 2, and then it equals 5. I hope you remember when you're famous. I dare say I'll be remembering you for a good long while. But I guess I better get famous really soon so that I can still be here when my memory works. What else have we got? Yeah, this is kind of the shape and texture. Kind of the shape and texture of the patterns on the shirt. But it's like from a distance, so it's pretty peculiar. Wow. This stream is totally the one with the most amounts of little bits of silence that I have had in maybe forever. I had no idea if it would still be a little amusing to watch or anything like that, if I occasionally shut it up. But that's pretty great. We are occasionally shutting up. And you're saying you won't be addressed by username anymore, just chat? Well, I mean, don't you want to be a French cat? Isn't it pretty cool? You're saying famous and your art will cost... Damn it, I should know more maths. That's a lot of zeros though. That's a lot of zeros though. And that many and dollars indeed. I'll be charging numerical concepts. So get them while they're hot, I guess. Get them while they're hot. Is this actually a character as I wind down and get out of here? Lily Love Braids? Oh, Poppy Playtime. Is it just me, or is Poppy Playtime taking off a little bit yet again? This is first page of Google Images is trying to call her like related to Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. So this has been a very fun canvas. The snow frog, it seems, has made it out of the snow into a bunch of water. And And this has been um, a centaur version of gold medalist USA figure skater Alyssa Liu. And you know what? That's a pretty good canvas, dare I say. Pretty good canvas. So I'm gonna figure out how to clear out my mucuses because this is frankly bizarre. This is bonkers and uncomfortable. And thank you all for stopping by. Oh my goodness, had you started on a frog-themed magical girl? That's pretty excellent. Putting some hearts on the sketches of the arts. Oh my gosh, you get a special rocky textured heart, I suppose. Ah, how fun! How lovely! Did I miss anything on the other canvases before I go tour around the place? And Nerdburp is saying, Joro, hello, what's happening? Before you go back, look at page 3. Sure. What am I looking at specifically? A spam report? Every kill is me. Getting hard, but shh, no one will ever believe you. Oh my god. The things that people can say to you. It's frankly absurd that Roblox still has a chat where you can type anything in. This is a hazard. It's a hazard. You're saying Poppy Playtime has been popular for like 2 months? I felt like it had been out forever. Oh dear god, it's Evil Rousey. Oh my gosh. And then there's some spam tins, some tennas, and multiplayer P. You know, someone's gone through the trouble to make P multiplayer in Roblox. But P is multiplayer if you simply go piss with the homies. You never think about these things, you know? All of the effort. Alright, this has been pretty interesting, pretty darn cool. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. When is chapter 5, are you saying? Ooh, and I can admire some track. I'm seriously wondering what what spurred on the track and field drawing, if that's what's happening here. You're being chased by a heart that goes on your art. Let me know if I remove that, but there we go. You're saying P has always been multiplayer. Who opens the toilet lid then? I'm not really going to analyze that because it's time for me to go. And it's time for me to end the stream. And thank you very much for being here. It's truly an enjoyable